I've been meaning to make this video for quite a long time now, but I've just never really felt like I'm the one that should, or like people might think, why would she make a video on a topic like that? So I'm sorry if this video is going to be quite chatty and rambly and long, but if you want to stick around and listen to what I've got to say and, you know, some of my experiences and, you know, stories and how I deal with things, then stay here and bear with me. So I'm not editing this video, I'm just going to keep it going. I'm not going to edit it at all. I've got no makeup on, I'm sat in my pyjamas, I'm just going to flow with it. So yeah, because this is me. This is my face without makeup. Like, I am a genuine person. I feel like I don't have to, you know, be fake. This is me. Right, okay. I might get a bit distracted and say things that don't make sense, but I'll try my best. I'm just going off on what I'm saying. It's in my head. I'm not like reading from any notes or, you know, no one's telling me what to say. I'm just literally saying what comes to my mind, saying it in front of the camera. So, anxiety. There's so many different forms of anxiety. People have so many different experiences. Everyone's different. People get anxious over loads and loads and loads of different things. Everyone's anxiety is different. No one's is exactly the same. You know, some people's anxiety is worse than others. But yeah, I suffer from severe anxiety. I think it all started about 4 years-ish ago now, maybe a bit longer. And I know exactly what made my anxiety start, or what formed it. And that was when I got diagnosed with hydrocephalus and became severely sight impaired. I suffer anxiety an awful lot. I don't always show it. I put on a brave face sometimes and just like get on with it, get on with my life. But it does affect me, and the person that probably sees us the most is Ollie, my fiance, for those of you who didn't know. He is probably the one that has witnessed my anxiety the most and knows, he just knows what would probably make me anxious and what sort of environments would make me anxious. Being severely sight impaired probably is a big reason as to why I suffer with anxiety. I'll tell you a few examples. So I don't often go out with and meet up with friends. Yes, obviously, one, it is more difficult for me anyway because of my sight problems, but two, because of my anxiety. I just worry about such little things that I don't need to, but I can't help it. They're just there, and I don't know. I'm not treated for anxiety. I don't have medication for anxiety. I don't like the idea of going to the doctors about my anxiety. That makes me anxious thinking about it. So therefore, I'm in a sticky situation. But yeah, I struggle with even the thought of meeting up with friends sometimes, or having them over, or, you know, just seeing them in general makes me very anxious. And sometimes even some family members, I get really anxious about seeing. I obviously, because I can't go out on my own, I therefore cannot go out at all unless someone is with me, because I don't have the confidence yet to be able to go out on my own, you know, with being severely sight impaired. And I don't know, it's hard to explain. I like the thought of, I know that people are there to help me, and they know that I've got sight problems, and they're just there to help. They understand that. I know they are. It's just sometimes I just think of the small things like, oh, what if they forget to link my arm when, you know, we're walking? Or what if they forget to tell me that there's a curb and then I trip and fall and hurt my ankle, or, you know, worse or something? I don't know. I just think of the small things like that. Most people are, you know, very good with guiding me about and helping me in them situations. But it's probably just people that I don't meet up with as often. I worry about those little silly things. I don't know. It's so difficult to explain. So I think that, like, being registered severely sight impaired, you know, being severely sight impaired, that is a major factor of what formed my anxiety. Sort of my hydrocephalus, because obviously if I didn't have the hydrocephalus, then I wouldn't be severely sight impaired today. So therefore, that's why I said the hydrocephalus. It's just, I don't know. I don't feel anxious all the time. Of course I don't. You know, I can still be happy. I can still laugh. I can still have a good time. You know, and sometimes I'll go out and I won't feel anxious at all. I have gotten a lot better, you know, compared to probably like a couple of years ago. Let's put it this way, if I didn't have some of the help I did, and people didn't sort of encourage me to go out with them to, like, I don't know, walk with them around some shops or go out for a meal or something like that, then I probably would have, I was on the verge of developing agoraphobia. I did not want to leave my flat. It's like I was scared of stepping outside of my home, because my home, even now, is like a comfort zone to me. It's my safety net. I know where everything is. I know where things are placed. Everything's got to be in a certain place. Like, there's nothing sort of left on the floor that I'll trip over. And Ollie is brilliant with keeping the place tidy and, you know, making sure that it's safe for me and I'm not going to trip over anything. And yeah, so my home is like a safety net. So a couple of years ago, you know, it was still the same. It was still my safety net, and I was on the verge of developing agoraphobia. and I probably would have, you know, developed it even more, or, you know, if people didn't sort of support me and help me and encourage me to, you know, go out. Because I was just scared, like, oh, what if this happens, or what if that happens, or I don't know. It's a weird situation. And this is why I was saying everyone's anxiety is different, everyone's experiences are different, because, like, my anxiety was formed because of my disabilities. And obviously not everyone has the same disabilities as me. So yeah, I don't know, it's weird. I get very anxious about sometimes even people like coming over to, you know, my home, my flat. Because then again, it's little things. Oh, what if they touch this and then they don't put it back in the right place, and then I don't know where it is, I can't find it, or, you know, a lot of it is I'm worried about being embarrassed as well. What if I trip over, or what if I'm trying to make a drink and I spill something, or the cup knocks over? Is people going to be laughing at me? You know, and I was going through a phase as well where I did not want to eat in front of everyone. I did not want to eat in front of people. Maybe Ollie, I you know, was fine with, but, you know, around some family members and even friends, sometimes I'll be so anxious and scared to eat in front of people, because I'll be worried about the little things. So like, oh gosh, what if they're staring at me and I can't cut something properly, or, you know, I miss my mouth, or something falls off the plate and I'm trying to get it and I can't. Like, it is bizarre, but that is my anxiety basically. I worried about something bad happening. I just think of the small things and I worry about, you know, being embarrassed. It feels good. It feels good to let this all off in the open. Like, I wanted to do this so that people can hopefully understand how I feel sometimes. And, you know, I do suffer from anxiety, and, you know, a lot of people say you're so inspirational. You know, I don't know how you did it all. You're so brave. I don't know how you just, you know, get on with it. If you can hear the cat, it's because he's meowing, which is really annoying. But yeah, not he, I'm thinking of the cat. But, you know, I'm not always like happy and smiling. I do put it on quite a bit. Sometimes, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I just wanted to share some of my experiences and stories with you, so that you know that anxiety is real, and, you know, I do suffer with it. It's just I don't always show it. And maybe, I don't know, maybe you suffer with anxiety and maybe some of this can help you. I don't really know, but yeah, if you do have anxiety, I don't want to be a hypocrite, but try not to let the small things worry you. I guarantee you that you are fine. People aren't staring. They care more about themselves than staring at you. And talk to someone, because that really, really, really does help. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up, and let's get talking in the comments. Let's share some of our experiences and stories with each other, and we can all support one another. So yeah, I shall see you in my next video. Bye for now.